Hello, this is Searinex, and I would like to share with you my experience with this generation so far of gaming. The 8th gen has not been the greatest so far, because all the AAAs have pretty much been delayed this year, but with the launch of the Xbox One and it coming up on the 1-year anniversary of them being out, I thought I might as well do a video about how I've been using this generation so far. Right now, hardware sales, Wii U is setting at 7.3 million. Xbox One is down at a 5.5 million. PS4 is at 11 million. We can obviously see who's winning right now, but Xbox One just launched in China and they were lining up at the door for them, and on the sidewalk, and around the corner, and down the next block apparently. So we have to get the numbers on those in October. But I would just like to share with you how I've been using it, what games have been interesting to me this generation. So my Wii U, I got it on sale for $200 at Walmart. It was the basic 8GB white model. So far, it is actually my most played console out of the next gen ones. And I do not own a Xbox One, and I'll talk about that later. But I do own a PS4, and between the Wii U and the PS4 has just been sitting there for quite a while until free game comes out that I beat within probably about 5 hours, and then go back to my Wii U playing something Monster Hunter or Mario Kart or Super Smash Brothers, Project M currently. But the problem with the Wii U is that it is underpowered mostly for the multiplats and stuff like that. So I'm not ever going to be playing the multiplats on there other than the eShop games and stuff like that could be optimized for it, but they also do come out for other systems like my PC or PlayStation 4 as well. Most of the indie games come out for. So far, for first party stuff that I play on, exclusive stuff, pretty much Mario Kart, like what I said, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, and Project M. So far, it has also been the most used by my roommates as well. So playing the Super Mario U. They really haven't gotten into like Super Meat Boy or anything because it's too difficult for them, but it seems to be a nice family pace that they do have, and they do have the older audience. On to my PlayStation 4. There's not many games for the PlayStation 4 right now. I originally bought this for Watch Dogs and Bloodborne. I canceled Watch Dogs on it because of Ubisoft idiots and assholes with the graphics, but you all know about that by now. So it's just been sitting there other than whenever I get the free PSN game, which is nice. So it still gets some use, but there aren't any AAAs. There's nothing to draw me in right now. The only big game I have for it is Call of Duty Ghost that I got for Christmas. So right now it's just a paperweight, just a black eraser looking paperweight. And on to the Xbox One. I do not own an Xbox One, and it doesn't actually interest me very much because it's also underpowered, similar to the Wii U. It could only reach so far benchmarking at a maximum of 900p instead of 1080 at 30 frames a second, and to go up to the 1080 then you start dropping frames down to like 22-25 range, which is a noticeable difference when you're playing Twitch shooters and racing games and stuff like that. Even games that have been out for quite a while have not been able to reach the 1080p spectrum, but like this is just underpowered. But they do have their install base, they do have their Halo, they do have their Gears of War. Hopefully Microsoft can capitalize on this, and I hope that they not really get away from the Xbox, but also support their Windows brand, because if they can keep Windows going and stop people from going over to Linux, it would be very good for them, and the consumer doesn't really care if the Steam box is the way to go. People will start running Linux, and Gabe Newell will have won the console war. Just putting that out there. Anyways, on to my last one, PC with a i7 3770K at 3.5 gigahertz with 8 gigs of RAM, and I have a GTX 760 inside, the new 7 series. I like everything there except for my new graphics card. Notice that the 760 compared to my GTX 9800. That was pretty much the best graphics card I ever had with the GTX 9800. This new one that I bought for this generation I have some issues with it, especially in Dark Souls 2 and in Skyrim so far. I've been noticing the biggest problems with horizontal screen tearing about 3/4 way down the screen. So if you're going to fork out the money for a new graphics card, I would bump it up to the 770 Ti, even though it is more expensive, but I would go for that one or the 750 Ti. Anyways, this has been my experience with this generation of gaming. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay around, subscribe to my channel, and I will have more videos out later.